Good morning, I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life. I am in my kitchen here today. It is 9:25 and we are just getting some soup here going for tonight's supper. It is a Friday, did I say that already? So it's a no meat Friday for us. Well, we try. Sometimes we forget. So what we have going here, Maria's over there. She is
peeling carrots.
And then she's going to chop some celery. I'm going to chop some onion, chop some potatoes. I am making no fuss potato soup. This potato soup recipe is really simple. I am actually going to use the chicken bouillon because I don't have any vegetable bouillon or vegetable stock right now. But I mean, that's hardly chicken in my book. So anyway, that is the recipe. Did I say this is in cookbook number 1? That's cookbook number 1 is the one that has my picture on the front. Cookbook 2 is the one that has the, like my logo on the front. So anyway, this is what I'm making today. It's gonna come together pretty quick because I have Maria helping me. I'm gonna get everything into my crock pot here, or we're just gonna let it slow cook away all day. And at supper, sometimes I like to serve this because it is pretty brothy. Sometimes people will like crush soda crackers in it. I also like to serve it with cheese. That always kind of just makes it a little bit thicker. I also had almost a 2-pound package. I think it was just under 2 pounds package of ground venison. And so since I'm in the kitchen, I wanted to get this cooked up too. I'm not sure if I'm going to turn it into taco meat today or maybe spaghetti and let that slow cook away for tomorrow night's supper. I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't thought all the way through it, but I just know I wanted to get that browned up. I'm going to add some salt and some pepper and some onion, and then I can use it for whatever my heart desires this weekend. See, look at that. Right there, Maria. I did it.
Just missed the garbage.
Uh-huh. Sailing away.
How many cups is this?
You have to look for the 5-cup mark. You can find it.
5-cup mark?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Water, 1 cup chopped onions.
That's already in there, right?
Yeah, there's onions in there. Mm-hmm. 1/2 cup chopped celery.
Yep.
1/2 cup thinly sliced carrots, and 1/4 cup butter or margarine.
So this soup comes together really quick. We have all the vegetables in here, which is potatoes, onion, celery, carrots. Maria put in a 1/4 cup of butter. She added in the bouillon, the salt, and now the pepper. That's the last ingredient. There are a couple more ingredients for this that we'll add in later. So the evaporated milk and the parsley we will add in later when this is all cooked down. So what I'm going to do is put the lid on, and we have this set to low, and it needs to go for about 7 hours. So it's 10 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 hours takes us to 5 o'clock. I think I'm going to put it on high for the first 2 hours, and then I will turn it down. So my tip, so that I don't forget, so if it is 10 at noon, turn to, whoop, I cannot write when I don't have my other hand to hold the little piece of paper. Turn to low. This is a sticky note. I am going to stick this over there. And this here will remind me that at noon I want to turn that to low. Whenever I have to do something like that with a crock pot, if I need to add an ingredient at a certain time, or I have to turn it to low or turn it to high, or just do something, I like to write it on a sticky note. Otherwise, I have a tendency to just forget. But every time I walk by, I'll see this little slip and it'll remind me. And since Maria put it there, she'll probably remind me too, right? Mm-hmm. Probably. So our meat, I just seasoned up the meat here. That is, I think it's done, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to turn the stove off? I'm just going to let that cool. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with it here. We need to get going on our schoolwork.
Wait,
and
which direction? How do you turn it off?
That one's already on off.
Okay.
So this is the one that's on. So you need to turn it all the way till it clicks. Keep going because you're on high right now. Keep going as fast as you can. There you go. Turn it to off. All right. So we also have some dishes that we have to wash up here. And I have an egg. That was exciting. We got another egg today. We've been getting about 1 or 2 eggs a day, and that's been very helpful to kind of accumulate a little bit of an egg stash. Oh, back to a clean kitchen. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you know, you know. Joe's been here, right? He's my designated laundry collector every day. So here we go. It's time to sort this out. And what do you think I have here? It goes there and there and there and there and up there and up there and up there. That's a lot of laundry. So anyway, I'm going to get some laundry started, you know, 1 load at a time. We're going to peck away at this. And the kids are getting started here on schoolwork. And then when I'm done with this, I'll go out there and make sure that everybody's, you know, on task. We're just breaking for lunch now, and I remembered that I was supposed to be getting lots of laundry done today. So there's the first load going into the dryer. I'm going to get another load started, and we're going to go and have some lunch. Okay, sometimes my skin is so dry that I can't even get it to register on the touchscreen. There we go. So I just mixed up the Caesar chopped salad kit, and I'm gonna have some salad, and we're gonna have some cottage cheese. Kids are gonna have yogurt, right? Warren just bought tickets for us to go to a comedy show. Mm-hmm. It's noon, which means I need to turn down the soup to low, and I can throw away my little sticky note here.
Listen, watch how I can.
Lots and lots of noise in the background. Just finished up with lunch. It seems like every time you feed kids, they get like full of energy again. All right. No, seriously. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is make a chocolate torte. It's been a while since I've made this recipe, just in general, and I think it's been quite a while since I made it and shown it to you guys. This is in cookbook number 1, chocolate torte. You can also do this with a lemon cake mix and lemon pudding. That works really well if you are a fan of lemon. Warren is a huge fan of this chocolate torte, and quite honestly, at lunch I was a little bit sassy with him, I guess, about having salad for lunch. Chocolate torte, I have a chocolate cake mix, and I'm going to put in 1 cup of coconut, 2 tablespoons of water, 1/4 cup, which is a 1/2 stick of melted butter. Oleo is just the old-fashioned term for margarine. I don't use that. I always just use butter in this recipe, but I did leave it as oleo. This is my mother-in-law's recipe, and I left it like that just because that's how it's written, but I always know to use butter. I'm also going to add in 1 egg. I'm going to put all those ingredients into my KitchenAid bowl here all at the same time. Give it a really good mix. It's going to be dry. It's not going to be a real wet batter or dough. It's not going to be a batter at all. It's going to be more like a dough, and it's going to be pretty dry. I'm going to get that pressed into a greased 9x13 pan, and I'm going to bake that for 20 minutes. How's your salad, Joe?
Good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
He's finishing up the last of the salad, so between him and me and Warren, we had salad. And it's good, isn't it? I like this salad. Oh, you're giving it a thumbs down? Which is it? Thumbs down, thumbs up? A little of both, huh? So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's pretty dry. Sometimes I don't know why it is, but sometimes I'll mix it together. Maybe it's the size of my egg that changes it up. But sometimes I mix it together and I actually have to put in another 1, 2, or 3 teaspoons of water, you know, over and above the 2 tablespoons that's in the recipe, just to make it so I can actually, you know, just so that all of the cake mix is dampened. All right, I'm going to put this in the oven, 350 degrees for 20 minutes. It's going to get a little bit puffy. It's going to get kind of cake-like, but actually I would say more brownie-like, I guess. Kind of more like a brownie crust. Joe is really making, let's turn the metronome off just because, there we go. Oh my goodness. Joe is making huge, huge strides on piano, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You want to play us a song?
Yes, sir.
Which one do you want to play?
No.
French children's song?
No.
No?
Mm.
Okay, well, you play whichever one you want, okay?
Okay.
And I'm just over here getting the pudding mixed up. I'm supposed to use 1 large package of chocolate pudding. I only had a small. So, you know, a small box uses 2 cups of milk. You just go a little less than 2 cups of milk. I wouldn't say it's all the way down to 1 3/4, but it's somewhere between 1 3/4 and 2 cups of milk. So I'm just going to get this whisked up because I want this to set up just a little bit here before the crust comes out of the oven, which I just heard it preheat. Okay, I finally decided what I'm going to do with the ground venison that I browned up this morning. I am going to make hamburger pie. So I'm going to double this recipe so that it goes into a 9 by 13 pan. Let me just see. Yeah, it says to put it in a 1.5 quart casserole, which is like one of those round glass sort of Pyrex dishes with a cover. Those are usually around 1.5 to 2 quarts. Anyway, I'm going to put it into a 9 by 13 pan. So I'm just going to double everything. I'm going to get some potatoes going. 5 medium potatoes boiled and hot. Boy, am I going to really need 10? Yeah, I might as well. So I'm going to go and peel up 10 potatoes. I'm going to get those into my Instant Pot so they can be cooking just on their own, and I can go about my day doing what I need to do. I can hear the washing machine going, which means it's still not time to transfer over and to get another load going. So I do have a few minutes to do the potatoes right now. I also hear a child coming in, which might mean that they need help with school, so we'll see. The base layer just came out of the oven. My pudding is ready. Like I said, you have double the pudding, but this was what I had in the pantry. And funny, I just grocery shopped yesterday, but I didn't have pudding on the list. I just wasn't thinking of stocking up on pudding. And this will be just fine. Put it right over the warm crust, and it'll spread out nicely. And then I'm going to cool this completely before topping it with Cool Whip and some toasted coconut. Alrighty, I'm going to set this to pressure cook. Pressure level high, and let's see, I feel like I need to also go a little more time. So we're gonna go 7 minutes and I have the vent closed on top, and then we're just gonna pressure cook these potatoes and turn them into mashed potatoes for on top of hamburger pie. That timer was actually, Peter's doing a times test right now. So how did that go? You're gonna have to get more of them done.
I got 46 out of 100.
Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna have to keep doing the rest of them because you got to get faster and faster and faster.
But Randy wants me to listen to her song. So
Listen to piano for a moment. Okay. All right. We have some laundry actually done, so I'm gonna get this out of the dryer. I don't think I'm gonna take the time to fold it right now though, because I don't have anything particular happening late tonight. So I think while I'm watching Shark Tank tonight, I'll probably just fold laundry. And I'm also waiting here for Nick to get here. He has some sewing that he would like me to see if I can, like some altering of some clothes for him. He wants to see if I can do that. So he should be over here, I think, in about a half an hour. Get this transferred over. I also wanted to take you guys outside today and show you sanding. It's been a while since I have, it's been a while since I've done a like cranberry farm kind of update and just get you guys out there to see what it looks like in the winter and everything. So that's kind of the plan too. Maybe what I'll do is as soon as I do the laundry, I could get out there for a little while. Then the kids could come get me when Nick gets here. I think that would work out. The potatoes are all done in the Instant Pot. It's like 10 after 2 right now, just in case you're wondering how the day is going along. I just heard Warren drive by. I'm going to try to go and catch up with him now. But I'm just making some quick mashed potatoes out of those Instant Pot mashed potatoes for the top of the hamburger pie. I find that when I make mashed potatoes in the Instant Pot, if you don't mash the potatoes right away, I think they tend to get a little bit gummy. Like if I'm busy and 2 hours go by and I don't mash the potatoes, I feel like I said, they get a little bit of like a gummy consistency. So I like to try to get back to the potatoes right away and get those mashed. I just mashed them with some milk, some salt and pepper, and I did throw in a little bit of butter because, you know, it just tastes good. And I think I'm going to add a little more milk to this. Mashed potatoes kind of stiffen up as they sit, as they rest. And I want them to be, you know, I don't want them drippy, but I don't want them to be real stiff either because they're going to go into the oven and they're going to have a little more drying time. I will put cheese over top of them, but I just think that we like our potatoes kind of a little bit softer. I just realized that I forgot to put in the eggs in the mashed potatoes. I do this for the hamburger pie just because it makes the it makes the mashed potatoes a little bit richer. I love the color. Wait till I mix this in. I just like that it kind of adds a little richness and color. And also they just kind of set up nicely when you bake this as well. Look at that. It's just like creamy and golden. Not necessary if you are working at trimming down your grocery budget. You know, and eggs right now are still on the expensive side. You can completely leave out the egg, or if you want to just leave out the milk and add the egg. Either way, you'll still get a nice tasty hamburger pie. I did get just about everything mixed in over here. I have to just put in 1 jar of green beans. So I'm going to run down and get a jar of like my home canned green beans. That's a quart jar, and I would need like 2 16-ounce jars. So that's going to be just perfect. Let me show you the potato soup. I'm going to lift the lid. Woo, that is steamy and hot. Let's let that clear up a little bit. So it's not really going to very well because of the steam, but that's what the potato soup is looking like right now. It smells delicious. And I was going to put this into a 9x13 pan, I told you guys, but since Nick is coming over, what I was thinking is maybe he would like to take a casserole home. So I could put it into 2 smaller, like 2 8x8s, or I could put like maybe I'll put one of them in a pie plate for him to take home. I'm just gonna have to find out if he wants this or not. Okay, it's that kind of weather where it really fools you because, is this even on? Yeah, I think so. It is so icy, and then it's so sunny today that the top layer of the ice is like melting, and it is extremely slippery out here. And then number two, it's so sunny, even though you look at the thermometer and I don't even think it's 30 yet, it's like, oh, I could just wear my vest, it's fine. But wow, it is pretty chilly out here. So it's like melting and freezing all at the same time. Can that actually happen? All right, well, yeah, it was so sunny I had to just grab some random sunglasses out of the van when I was walking by it, because my good sunglasses were in the house, and I already had my boots on and had just gone into the chicken coop with my boots on, so I didn't want to walk in the house. And I didn't feel like having to take them off. We got another egg. So that's 2 eggs today, which is exciting. I cannot wait for a 3-egg day. That is what I really want is a 7-egg day. But I'm really looking forward to just ramping it up to a 3-egg day would be nice. But man, does the chicken coop stink right now. Everything is just like so wet and sloppy. You bring in the egg, it's sloppy. And ugh, it's just that time of year. When it warms up a little bit more, then it's going to be time to really clean out the whole coop from the winter and everything, and just really get that cleaned up. But not today. Today is not the day for that. So I don't know if Nick forgot about me or what. He was supposed to come over with his sewing projects, and he's not here. So I was like, I'm not going to hang around any longer. I'm going to go out and about and see what I can see on this sunny day. Speaking of like warmer weather, or even kind of spring-like, well, I mean, spring-like in Wisconsin can still be below freezing. I know spring-like in other states. I heard someone, this was last spring actually, someone on a vlog was talking about finally getting spring-like weather, and it was like 72 degrees. I was like, spring-like? That's all of June. So, and that is summer to us. But anyway, getting some of these spring-like, spring-like temperatures. Yesterday, we actually saw our first robins. There was like a small flock of them. I want to say there were about 3 or 4 of them, just kind of like right down in front of the house. So, the little old wives' tale, or like the little farmer's almanac thing, always says it needs to snow on a robin's back 3 times. And I thought Warren would be over here. I'm so confused. Maybe that wasn't yesterday. I'm sorry. I think it was the day before. Because yesterday, we were actually supposed to get some like rain or snow. We didn't get any of it at all. And I am so confused. Okay, so this is where he's supposed to be. And there should be an excavator up here. Why am I not seeing an excavator? Is it behind that hill? Does he have it turned off? Normally it runs. I just don't know what to think about this. Did he tell me something and I wasn't listening? That's highly likely. No, there cannot be an excavator back in there. There's just no way. Huh. Well, as his favorite YouTuber would say, you guys ever watch Vice Grip Garage? I'll be dipped. Okay, we're gonna have to rethink this. Normally, what would be here is an excavator, and he would be loading sand. That is our huge sand pile. Ooh, that looks dangerous up there, doesn't it? If someone went up that pile and that piece fell, they went out on that cliff, fall right down. And he would be loading sand onto the A-frame, which is like a metal triangle, a metal A, on top of the dump truck box, and he would be loading sand into that. And then what happens are the rocks, the sand that does not go through the metal screen that is on the A-frame, the rocks slide off and the sand goes through. But look at this, he's not here. Okay, I'm going to turn off the camera until I find him. Once I find him, we'll get back into maybe taking a peek at sanding here today. All right, got back to the house. Warren's truck was here, so I caught up with him. And have you ever seen the face of a farmer with broke down equipment? Yeah, it's not a pretty sight. So anyway, he went down with one load. I'm walking so carefully because it is so icy. He went down with the first load for today and ended up breaking through on the ice. And I mentioned to you guys before that he likes to get about like 12 inches of ice to hold the loaded dump truck. But what happens, sometimes there can be like an air pocket, and that's what happened. Busted through an air pocket. So stuck is what I understand. And so you tried the excavator. Yes, he tried the excavator already. That was not going to pull it, the truck out, and now he's trying with the bulldozer. But the bulldozer has not been working this winter, and he's not sure. He thought maybe everything was froze up. Maybe some moisture had gotten in someplace, but he just didn't kind of worry too much about it at the time because he didn't really, I guess, need it so much then. But now, anyway, he needs it, and it still isn't starting. Is that what it's not doing? It won't start?
It'll start, the starter won't stop engaging.
Oh, okay. Starter doesn't stop engaging. So anyway, he's trying to see if maybe a wire is touching someplace and it ground out. Yeah. I came down here on the marsh just to kind of get a look at what he was dealing with right now. I didn't want to walk all the way down there just because, you guys, it is just so icy right now, and I kind of slipped before and now my ankle hurts. Which is a tiny problem. I don't even know if I'm getting the right film footage here because it is so sunny. I cannot even see my camera screen. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of the situation down there. I kind of might hear somebody coming down the road. Peter, do you see Nick? Peter's not going to hear me. He's got his fur hat on. So, all right. Well, you know, some days it's just like this. And I was hoping to get some good film footage of what sanding is like. And quite honestly, this is what sanding is like. This year, it's been going perfectly until today, which is a bummer. Because you're kind of always, you know, keeping your fingers crossed that it's going to keep on going well. Because, you know, he talks with other cranberry farmers. And there's a number of people this year that were saying, oh, we have such horrible ice. And he's like, boy, so far this year my ice has been good. But like I said, you're always trying to keep your fingers crossed that the ice is going to hold out and you're going to get all the sanding done that you want to get done. I'm going to head back in the house because I don't really think Warren needs me gawking at him the whole time. And we are going to... I'm going to give Nick a call, find out where he is. All right, well, Nick finally made it here. And I was telling everybody that, I was like, hey, he's supposed to be here. I wonder where he is. Anyway, I'm putting together the hamburger potato pie and just thought that maybe Nick would want some too. So first I thought that I would be putting it in like a pie plate for him, but then we decided it would probably be just as easy for him to just warm it right up like this at work.
Take a little more than that?
Yeah, you can take a little more than that, sure. And then I have some cheese. We'll just sprinkle some cheese on the top, and that'll be it. Hamburger pie. Yeah, you probably can even have more. Let me just see how this goes on here. I saw a recipe that I thought of you, because you know how you said you make that Instant Pot taco?
Yeah.
Or whatever? I saw one. It was
Taco
called,
pasta?
Yeah, taco pasta. It was like pizza pasta. It was like an Instant Pot pizza pasta. And I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh. It just totally looked like something that you would like. I went grocery shopping yesterday, so now today everybody is eating all the packaged food.
All fruit snacks, granola bars.
Fruit snacks, granola bars, individual yogurts, Danimals, whatever those are called, yogurt drinks.
Yeah.
All the quick package things. There, you take the rest of that. That'll be fine for us. Is that enough for you?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that what you would normally
Yep,
pack?
this would be perfect.
I'm gonna just put the cheese on right away because when I bake mine, I'm just gonna bake the lid on so the cheese doesn't get too brown.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's picked up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's moving.
Oh yeah, yep, it's moving to the side.
Getting the back wheel out of the hole.
These guys are like, who's looking at us through the window? Maria's just getting the Cool Whip on. Just be real careful there. Yep, that's good. You probably can just lick off that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I'm going to put some toasted coconut on here. I actually had some toasted coconut in a bag left from another time. Otherwise, what I usually do is just spread it out on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven, 350 degrees, and I just watch it very, very carefully. Peter's serving up his favorite dessert. I don't know, is this your favorite dessert, Peter?
Yeah, I like it.
You like it? It's Dad's favorite dessert, I know that.
I love it.
You love it? I didn't know that, Maria. When did you start loving this dessert?
Joe, do you want some dessert?
Yes, sir.
Right now. I just asked you and you said no.
Now Joe wants some too, huh?
Okay.
Well, it was quite a day. Quite a day. Warren just said, I want to forget about this day, that's for sure. I think what's going to happen here tonight is we are going to finish up supper here, get the dishes washed, and then settle in for Shark Tank, and then maybe a movie or something like that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed following along this day. I will leave the recipe for the soup and for the dessert in the description box below. I'll also link, or I will also leave a link to my cookbooks. Both of these recipes were in cookbook 1, so I'll leave a link to that if you are interested in that, as well as there would be 148 more recipes in that cookbook. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.